Alright, I think we're good. Okay, I thought my webcam, my webcam froze. I am getting correct. Hello everyone, hope everyone's doing good. So here we go, this should be the final part of Red Dead Redemption 100%. That being said, I am planning on playing Undead Nightmare. I should have enough time to complete this 100%. It's a lot shorter than the main game. I think I just said that. I plan to beat this Undead Nightmare 100% as well, which isn't a tall order. It's a lot less intensive than 100% for Red Dead Redemption was. So here we go. And last we left off, we had actually defeated Dutch, and I saved and quit before we went home to Beecher's Hope. And if you remember, I said I highly recommend to anybody that see, there it is, head home to see your family. I recommended to everybody who might be watching this, if they decide to do a 100% run, to actually save at this point. I'll actually, so I can have a little, to save at this point, and the truth will set you free. That was the name of the mission. Right after "and the truth will set you free," save, and from now on, use the other save slots. I'll get into why later, but for now, but yeah, just make sure "and the truth will set you free" when you manual save after that. Do not touch it. Save in slot 2 and 3 from now on. Is a recommendation. It's not gonna break the 100%. Like, you can still get 100% if you overwrite that, but I would get into it later. It's mainly for people who would want to play this game at another time, not necessarily to get 100% or anything, or just to goof around, basically. Actually, you know what? One thing I'm gonna test real quick, because I think we're gonna have plenty of time. Oh, okay. How do I? Let's. I wonder if this glitch still exists. Nope. Well, let's try this maybe. Nope, maybe the glitch doesn't exist anymore. Okay, I'm running. So there used to be a glitch that if you stood right next to a piano player or someone sitting down and pushed them like that, for whatever reason, you would be you would warp. You'd warp to them like 100 feet in the air and fucking fall to your death. That was fucking hilarious. So I think I have everything completed up to this point. There'll be a couple of things that I need to do after the main story missions are done. And I'll clean that up then. But for now, it's just going to be whole hog on the story missions. See, there's actually a couple of reasons why I recommend preserving your save right after the save that you make right after you defeat Dutch. So I am starting to stream a little bit later than usual. No excuse this time, I just decided to go to bed early. And I woke up early. No.
Thank God I found you. When I heard of your good deeds, I knew I had to seek you out. We were robbed by bandits.
Son of a...
Can you spare some money so we can buy food?
You're killing me, sister.
Sure. Whatever I can do to help.
You are a good man. I knew the stories about you were true.
See, I think it wants to, I think it wants to give me those, or give me the rosary, but it keeps going to the fucking donation instead. So that's the fourth nun I run into that didn't give me the rosary. Good fucking lord.
Abigail! Jack! Anyone here? Anyone home? Oh, darling. I never thought I'd see this day again.
You no good hillbilly piece of shit! I thought you was dead! I thought you was dead, John, huh? Where you been? Where you been?
You know where I've been, darling. You know.
You saw Dutch, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
And Bill?
Yeah, I saw him too.
And you didn't go back to him?
I left that life. Just as you left yours.
Ouch.
How'd they treat you?
Oh, I can take care of myself, John. One guard got funny on me one time, but I wasn't so ladylike and he didn't try it again. Nor no one else.
How's the boy?
Oh, like you. And like me. Well, he's like a kid growing up without a father.
That ain't fair.
What is fair?
Well, some trees flourish, others die. Some cattle grow strong, others are taken by wolves. Some men are born rich enough and dumb enough to enjoy their lives. Ain't nothing fair, you know that.
We tried to change. I mean, ain't that what you're supposed to do?
We did change. And it's over now. Jack! Jack, come here, boy.
Hello, sir.
Come here. How you been?
Coyotes ate all the chickens and poachers took the cattle. I tried, Father. I tried.
I know you did, son. I know.
And don't you go blaming me, boy. Don't you go blaming me.
I ain't blaming no one, old man, but since you're still alive, there's 4 mouths to feed. And no cattle.
That's a nice way to greet somebody. Why don't I get the warm and tender embrace?
Consider the fact I ain't put a bullet in your embrace, old man. You were supposed to look after the place.
I did. Well, I did my best. Thing is, there was too many of them. I thought you was dead. I wasn't drinking.
Hold your excuses until you figured out which one to use. Jack, go get your bags packed, boy. We got work to do. We leave in the morning. Go on.
Yes, sir.
Where are you going?
Well, it's getting kind of dark now, but in the morning we've got to go get ourselves some more cattle. I've got friends at McFarland's ranch. It's over in Hittigan's Stead who can sell us some. Now, Abigail, I hope you learn to cook.
Yes. Didn't I say, rather than some prison, they actually kept me incarcerated in a cooking school for young ladies.
Interesting prison. Yeah, I'll do it later. Oh, looks like this is still part of the mission anyway.
Howdy, Paul.
All right, we should get moving. Come on.
You coming?
Easy.
How you feeling, Jack?
I'm feeling fine, sir.
We got a decent ride ahead of us.
I've never been to Hennigan's Stead. How do you know these ranchers?
I met them while I was away. McFarland's are good people. We need folks we can trust right now.
Met them how?
I was sick and they looked after me.
Sick how?
You sure got a lot of questions.
I don't often get a chance to ask them. Was it a gentleman's complaint? What do they call it? The morning drip?
Good God, boy, no! Where do you learn these things?
Uncle told me about it.
Well, he'd know, the dirty old fool. No, I just got weak for a while. Acted foolishly, got in trouble. Guess I was a little out of practice.
I feel like you should just tell him the truth. Yeah, I got shot.
Hey, Paul!
What?
Where were you all that time? Where'd you go?
What'd your mother tell you?
She said it was some kind of important government business.
That's about right. Some people thought I owed them some favor.
Why did they take us away?
They thought it wasn't safe for you here by yourself. Those men harm you?
Oh, no, they're okay. Some of them even told me stories. I think I'd like to be a government man one day. Or a politician.
I'd rather you chose an honest profession.
Like you mean?
I know I ain't been the best father, Jack. I made some bad choices. But all that life, it's over now.
I feel like you should just be honest with Jack. I always felt that.
Was it something to do with Mr. Dutch and Bill? Why you went away?
Who told you that?
I kept hearing people say their names. That's all.
Yeah, I caught up with Bill and Dutch. We had some old business needed settling.
Where are they now?
They're gone, son. We won't be seeing them again.
They were angry at you, weren't they? That's why we had to leave.
They was just good men who turned bad. I'll explain it to you one day.
And what does that make you?
I guess I'm a bad man who tried to be a good father. I don't know. Every man has a right to change. A chance of forgiveness. Ain't that what the good book says?
You've never read me the good book, sir.
Well, I imagine that's what it says. There's the ranch. Come on, let's see if we can find Mr. McFarland. Come on.
John Marston. Now, there's a face I thought I'd never see again. Some of our public servants in Blackwater sent you back on another homicidal errand to protect and save us from Lord only knows what.
Thankfully not, sir. I was hoping you might still be able to sell me some cattle.
My boy, it would be a pleasure. Bonnie's out in the crowd now. She'll be more than happy to help you.
Take care now, Mr. McFarland. Good luck. All right, Jack.
Look
You're
out!
gonna have an important job. I want you to lead the herd while I drive them from the back.
Good Lord, do my eyes deceive me? A devil walks among us.
I said I'd be back when this was all over, Miss McFarland. After the barn fire, you remember?
Of course I remember. I just didn't believe a word of it. So, you've come for some cattle?
Yeah, I'm finally starting up my farm again. Or trying to, at least.
You'll be fine. You've been taught well. Come on, then.
Let's go.
Yeah. Head for the river, son! Easy.
I'll ride with you until you get them off the ranch.
Good luck, John. Come back and see us sometime.
So, what happened? Last I heard you were headed for some exotic escapade in Mexico.
It's a long story. Too long to tell without a drink in my hand.
Back to the riddles, I see. And Mr. Williamson?
Let's just say Bill and I settled our differences.
Yeah! Yeah!
Go.
So, is this your boy?
Yeah. Say hello to Miss McFarland, Jack.
Hello?
Ah, the arrogance of youth. He gets a little fur on his lip and he thinks he knows best all of a sudden.
Must take after his father.
Come on.
Another thing I thought about, he's refusing to tell Jack the truth. He's 15 or 16 years old. That's way old enough for him to know everything. In my opinion.
Looks like you got him under control. I best get
Do I
back
though?
to Pa.
Nice to see you again, Miss McFarland. And thanks for
Call me
everything.
Bonnie, you don't.
Jack, we need to move him across the river. Let's go.
If he was 9 or 10, sure, I'd understand, but
Slow it up now. Hey.
it's like, yeah, Dutch and Bill were kind of assholes, so I had to go kill them. Just say that.
Whoa. Come. You're doing a good job, son. Just lead him straight.
Actually, I want to look at the map real quick. Yeah, I guess that would be, I mean, because there's Thieves Landing right there. That is a little bit faster.
Get up the hill towards home.
Will do, Pa.
I wonder if Rockstar had to research, like, how to drive cattle. And if they did, how did they research it? Did they just watch it, or did they just look at movies that had it, or did they actually go out to a ranch and be like, so how do you do this?
Easy.
So for all I know, this is actually wrong.
Come on, easy up now. Yeah. Whoa.
That's the fun part about game development, or even VFX is, or movie visual effects, is some of the reference you'll have to use
They look like rustlers.
to make what you need to make.
I'll deal with this. Stay with the herd, Jack. Who do you think you are?
There he is. Whoa.
I think that's all of them. Jack, wait there. I'm coming.
Oh, these are all the fucking. It's like, where did all these horses come
Not
from?
hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I wasn't scared, honest.
Sorry you had to see that, son. Those men won't be stealing from anybody else. Jack, head left up the road towards home.
I know where I'm going, Pa.
Slow up.
So, more spoiler alerts. Jack is a complete douchebag. That's not true. He's just annoying,
Come on.
and that doesn't change.
Whoa.
The game ends with him being annoying still.
Slow down.
Heads up.
Let's go. Whoa there. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, of course you do that, you stupid animals.
Whoa there.
Keep moving.
All right. Now lead him into the pen. Slow it up now. Nice work, son.
We made it.
You did real good out there. Go on. Hit your horse and wait for me by the stable. That's a fine herd we got ourselves.
So we're ranchers now?
Did a good job, son. Nice shooting.
Thanks, Pa.
Make a rancher of you yet.
So yeah, we got the rancher outfit now. Between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. I don't even, well, maybe I can do Abigail. But first off, I'm going to show you this though. Here's a reason why you should have a separate save. Let me get this first. You'll notice that I can save the game. However, I cannot change my outfit. I am stuck with this outfit until the end of the game. That's reason number one. I can't switch back to the really cool Legend of the West or anything like that. I'm stuck with this until the game is over. That's reason number one why you should keep a separate save game.
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Not yet.
Be honest, though. Tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack. I look at him, and I think we've been blessed. Maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running no gang, though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush. God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Wait, get out of there.
All right, all right.
Come on. Scat. Shh.
It's actually hard to hear, but they were cawing or whatever you want to call it. Okay, this is fun. So I actually have the Evans repeater out right now.
Damn crows!
Is there something I can stand on? I might try to stand on this. Oh, one of the crows died for some reason.
Get away!
Oops. Oh, corn remaining. Interesting. That was 100% my fault. I should have been shooting them like immediately. Okay, we're gonna do this. Which one is the 10 seconds? No. Okay, I'm gonna use this. Why'd you do that one?
Go! Finally. Now about that stew.
That was a lot of repeater ammo used. I should probably extra.
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarlane. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, and now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't... Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud?
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request, now is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
John, wait! Maybe I should meet this McFarlane woman. Well, come on then. Let's get going. I don't think I can let you go off again without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to ask.
Ask? I was waiting for you to ask me.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime. So, is she married? This Bonnie McFarlane?
No,
What does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No. Normal as in 2 eyes, mouth, nose, that kind of normal. Besides, Ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life, and she was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least.
I really probably should be going faster, but I feel like listening to
How
them
did
talk.
she save your life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
A Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if you was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad, but when Dutch went crazy, Bill took it hard.
For a while, we all thought we'd found something right. Better way to live, but it was just a lie.
I wonder if I'm at the halfway point. I probably should kick it in the ass. Here's Beecher's Hope. I think I'll make it at the pace I'm going.
So you saw before they did.
I'll go a little bit faster.
But they was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John, and they hated you for it.
I'm really curious to see how Red Dead Redemption 2 plays out with the past.
Government bastards. Where did they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very fun.
No, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there. I didn't care about that. I've been in far worse situations. It was the waiting. I didn't know if you was coming back.
Of course I was coming back.
You were only supposed to be gone for a couple of days.
It took longer than I thought. The only thing Bill and Dutch was ever any good at was not getting caught.
I started thinking you'd gone back to them. Get those horses moving.
That life's over.
I hope you're right.
Bill, Javier, Dutch, they're all dead. You don't get more over than that.
I'm also curious to see what happens to Arthur Morgan, because, like, from what I understand, like, the entire gang is dead. Maybe he runs away.
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarland, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston. Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life, and for teaching the miserable goats manners, among other things. I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarland. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Miss McFarland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Because I don't want to spoil anything, even though this game's old. This little scene is a nice touch. But I'll come back to it after the game is over.
Ma'am?
After John Marston's story is done.
was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyway.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life of crime forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Until they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are. Than they were.
Maybe we can't change. But we gotta try, for Jack's sake. Even if we have to start again 100 times. It's better than going back to what we were. How's Jack doing?
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
I hope he's gonna be all right.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe. Normal, even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of this? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch? They were family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those books of his.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see.
Well, now we got a chance to make it right.
I also wonder who the voice actor from John Marston's going to be, assuming he even talks in Red Dead 2. Maybe he'll be a background character. That'd be fun. And interesting. I don't know necessarily. Yeah, fun's not necessarily the right word, but interesting to see if they go that route. Because the voice actor, after he did John Marston, did the voice for John Marston, he retired relatively soon after that. Like, he quit acting. And he actually runs a farm, I think, in Wyoming. It's pretty interesting. But then again, he did sound like he really enjoyed himself when he was John Marston, so maybe they talked him into, you know, coming out of retirement for one last ride. I don't know.
We did good today, John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.
What time is it? 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Yeah, I'm full up on ammo. Yeah, let's deal with Uncle. Oh yeah, this is the annoying part. You actually have to wait for them to, like, show up. Here comes Uncle.
Get up, old man.
I am up.
Get up.
Oh. There, I'm up. Well, thank the good Lord you're back. Nothing worse for an old man than sleeping
What the
in the
fuck
warm
is in your
afternoon
beard?
sun.
You want a long sleep, Uncle? That can be arranged. It'll cost me less than food.
You always was a hard and nasty man, John Marston.
You always was a useless, conniving thief.
I hope
Where's
that's
them cattle?
whiskey.
Take 'em
If
to
that's
pasture?
vomit, like you have
Coming around
issues,
to that.
brother.
When exactly?
It's easy to pick on the elderly. It's easy, but it ain't dignified.
Come on, old man. Do this together. Go! Let's move him out! Yeah! Whoa, whoa! Come on, let's get him out to pasture. Whoa there! Let's go! Yeah!
Oh, you're going, Uncle.
Come on!
So depending on how long it takes me to 100% complete this game, I might actually be jumping into Undead Nightmare. We'll see.
Easy.
Because I do need to get that shit started.
Come!
We're running out of time. I've got to beat Undead Nightmare 100%
Wake up!
in 6 days, essentially. 5 days.
Yeah!
And the internet did tell me that 100% completion of Undead Nightmare takes about...
Hey! Stop the herd!
Fuck.
Get a move on! Yeah! Move! Let's go!
What the fuck, dude?
Get the hell out of here! Son of a bitch! Get the hell out! Come on! Move and you're dead! This is not good. Come on!
Thank the Lord!
You folks okay?
I think we're safe. Thank you. I thought we were done for.
Just helping out. Now you take care. Come on.
Alright, well, how many cows did we lose?
When will you listen to me, boy? You could have got yourself killed.
Shut it, old man. Come on. Let's get this herd moving again. Come on.
Lost one.
All right. You stay front.
Come on!
Let's go.
I think if... I could be wrong about this, but I think if you always help the train, you will always lose at least one cow. I think I think the only way to save all of your cows is to let the train go by without helping.
Thanks. You got your pound of flesh from me today.
You don't actually have to stay here for whatever reason.
Let's go.
You can just go. You just go back. Oh, there's a cougar up here. Right next to my cows. They're all dead. Buffalo.
Yeah. Go.
Why aren't you jumping over that? Usually you auto jump over anything, even with stuff I don't want you to jump over, and this is the time you decide to say no. Alright, let's go talk. Let's go do uncles.
What are you looking at, old man?
There's some Mustangs and some such out there beyond that ridge. Wondering if it was worth getting you and going around some of them up.
Fair enough. We're nearly out of money. Ranch is in turmoil. We may not make it through the winter. What could we possibly want with some good quality horses? Come on.
That tone of voice ain't so becoming on you. Makes you seem all pent up and angry like some Blackwater would-be business tycoon with a bad case of hemorrhoids.
I'll give you a bad case of someone just shot me in the head if you don't hurry up.
Are you gonna mount up, kid?
I also wonder how they'll... I wonder how in Red Dead 2 if they'll make Uncle a more appealing character, or... Because if they make Uncle a more appealing and cool character, then John Marston will come across as a real dickhead. Because right now you're like, oh, maybe he treats Uncle this way because he deserves it.
Diggity all the damn time. What happened to you?
What were you gonna do? Just look at them horses all day?
Well, God forbid I'd do anything around here without checking with His Royal Highness first.
Yeah, you're real good at watching. That's about all you're good for, apart from bending your elbow.
I can't do right for doing wrong. You're an ungrateful bastard, you know. I did my best when you was gone.
Your best is like anybody else's worst.
Come on, I'm getting old. I gotta start taking things easy.
You've been taking things easy for 40 years.
Giddy up. I see him. Come on.
Let's go. Now stay calm.
Whoa. Steady now.
Relax. That's it.
Uncork that round.
Shut the hell up.
Show it who
Hold
knows.
on. It's all right. Come on. Come on. Nearly got you.
Don't fall off.
I got you. I got you now.
Got him now, John. There you go.
Stop talking, damn it.
Go on. Get
Come
after another one. Get up now.
Come.
Interesting.
Go
think you have to like break 5 of these or some ridiculous number.
You really ain't helping. Get us another one. Yeah. Yeah. Now.
Whoa, whoa.
This one's pretty.
For you.
I think that's enough for now. Let's get him back to the ranch.
That weren't half bad for a couple of old reprobates.
I learned a few things while I was away.
Anything you wanted to know, you only had to ask.
You? What the hell do you know about any of this?
I was a rancher myself back in the day.
Firstly, I don't believe you. And secondly, if you was, why have you been hiding it all these years?
You act like I never do anything. I do plenty.
You're asleep half the day. The other half you're so drunk you couldn't hit the ground with your hat in 3 throws.
I've taught you a few things, John Marston.
Like how to steal beer when the bartender's not looking, and piss without taking down your pants.
All useful skills, partner. Look at these here horses. Fine as cream gravy. It sure will be nice to have some money in our pockets.
Whoa!
Get up now.
Come on! Make sure there's enough fresh hay. We need to keep them strong.
All right. Damn, a little gratitude wouldn't kill you.
Was that the last Uncle mission?
Not a bad day's work.
Looks like it. Coming up on an hour and we're almost done with the main story missions.
What's the book, boy?
Nothing, sir.
What's it about?
Well, it's an adventure, sir. Set out in the West, and it tells this amazing story of how people killed the savage Redskins, and how this man, this brave man, hunts the man who killed his father.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Talking of adventure, how'd you like to learn to track elk? Really big ones in the valley this time of year. We could use the meat.
Well,
I know you'd rather read your adventures. Trust me, this can be very enjoyable in its own way. I suppose maybe it's a little less dramatic. So, let's go, come on. You may get to see me get gored by some massive wild beast. Then you can write a story about that.
very funny, Paul. I've forgotten how funny you was.
Grab your things.
It does look like in Red Dead Redemption 2 that hunting will actually be more like hunting rather than running after something and shooting it. Like, it looks like you'll have to track it and be sneaky almost. Which I very much approve of.
Come on, let's go. Yeah.
That Abigail is that another nun? That's Abigail.
When you find something, you stay back and I'll show you how to make a kill.
Whatever you say, sir.
I'm actually gonna get my buffalo rifle out for this.
Go.
I'm actually gonna look real quick. I'm curious. Buffalo rifle, pretty much max power. Hey, there's a significant amount of damage boost to it. Same exact range.
You sure you're ready for this?
I guess so.
Now the trick to hunting is calm and patience. You can find them, Rufus. You don't seem too excited about this.
What do you want me to say, Paul? Yippee?
Are you sure you're all right? I mean, I know all that business must have been hard on you.
It wasn't nothing. I'm not a kid anymore.
Well, it won't happen again. It's over.
Until the next time, you mean?
There won't be a next time.
Don't make no more promises, Paul. I've heard them all before.
You know, one time I hunted a bear up in tall trees. You never seen a bigger animal in all your life. Jack, he's on to something.
I read this story about a girl who was raised by wolves, and she'd hunt goats with them and everything.
Sounds like a tall yarn to me.
Taller than a boy being taken to his home and locked up in a dungeon?
I'm just saying, maybe you spend too much time with your head in those books.
I thought you and Ma wanted me to read.
We do, so long as you're not, well, hiding from the real world.
It's a little late for that, Paul.
Come on, easy up now. Now, when we get near them, hang back and stay quiet. I'll show you how it's done. Jack, there's one up ahead.
Is there? I don't see it.
Come on!
Come on.
There you are.
Get here!
I don't see my reticle. Ah, shit.
Come on. I'll show you how to cut the meat.
I thought it was gonna get away. That was great, Paul.
You just gotta wait for the right shot, not rush it.
That's a big one.
This meat should fetch a decent price in Manzanita. Let's make this quick. Hope you were watching. It'll be your turn next. All right, let's see if we can find some more.
Go on, Rufus.
You ready to take a shot, Jack?
I forget, do I actually have to help him, or should
Remember, it's all about timing. Wait for your moment. Don't snatch
I forget
it.
how this part works.
I saw how you did it.
He's also got a shitty weapon, if I remember correctly.
Come on. Let's go. Go on, boy. Slow down.
Good boy.
Whoa! What you got for us, Rufus? Come on, Rufus! Look! They're over there! Let's go! Stay calm. That's it, son. Steady now. Saw how I cut the meat, Jack. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so looks like they didn't care if I shot it. That was a fucking hatchet job.
Nice work, son. You're a quick learner.
I'm gonna grab
on.
these since I'm here.
Let's get this meat over to the trading post at Manzanita. You stink.
Yeah, I know you want me back on my horse.
Whoa!
This'll fetch a good price. Come on.
Did you see me?
You did good, son.
Can't we shoot some more?
Only kill what you need. We'll go out again soon.
You know, I didn't think I was gonna like it.
I told you you'd have fun, didn't I? All right, here we are. Jack, you wait here. I'll be just a moment.
Well, next year the trains will be...
Hello there.
Oh, he's in the market. And there we are. Enjoy the journey. Pretty soon
There you
they'll be
go.
introducing more comfortable trading seating to entice the wealthy. See you again, I hope.
All done. Let's head home. Let's go.
How much did you make?
Never you mind. Enough to keep Rufus out of the stewing pot for a couple days.
And what about me? What do I get?
You get to eat, son.
But I did have to work. That isn't fair.
What can I say? I'm another corrupt landowner.
I'll be rich one day, then you'll see.
I sure hope so. And you can look after us when we get old.
What do you mean, get old? You are old.
We ain't old. Uncle's old.
Well, he should be in a museum.
Yeah, preserved in whiskey for the next 1,000 years.
Oh, Paul, that was so much fun. I can't rightly believe it. Just like in the books.
We'll do it again soon. Now get to your chores.
How do you do, sir?
Aw, man. And what's worse, it's like not even close to the time I need it to be in order for a save to be. Well, what I could do. Oh, unfortunately, I bet the fucking stores will be closed. I'll go check. Let me take a look here. Yeah, I could use more moonshine. I'm gonna go see if I can buy some moonshine.
Easy. Go.
As far as that goes, if I have plenty of time, I might even hunt a little bit.
Yeah. Easy.
So even though you can't change your outfit at this point in the game, you can still do side missions. So like if there were stranger missions that I was missing or whatever, I could still do them. You're not locked out of doing side missions, but it is just unfortunate you can't change your outfit. Now I'll actually show you, even here in Blackwater, it's not just a Beach's Hope thing. See, I can only save the game, I can't actually change my outfit. Yep, they're closed. God damn it. Guess I'm hunting then.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, the best place to probably hunt is tall trees. As much as I don't want to do it.
Let's go.
What time is it?
Come on. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, for an older game, the skybox still is really pretty. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you can see faults in it, but for the most part, it looks really pretty. But that night sky in the first ever Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer was like, holy shit. That like blew my mind. We'll see if it's still the same. My guess is they toned it down, but it looked like it was almost like a fucking... What's it called? Like some sort of... What is it called? Some sort of laser show in like a museum? I forget what it's called. Oh shit.
tough one, ain't you? Oh, what were you eating?
Where was the other one that I shot? I feel like over here somewhere. There we go. I'm not gonna shoot the buffalo because, come on, that's a dick move.
Oh, Lord, this is nasty.
Although I do see more deer over there. What time is it? It's only 10 o'clock. I need it to be 11. So that way when I save, it'll be the exact time I need it to be. Oh, looks like it does only max out at 5. Boo. I guess money never hurts. Kind of breaking my own rule of only hunting what I need.
This'll fetch a good price. You stink. Let's make this quick.
Okay, we're gonna head back. I'm actually right next to it.
Come on.
Let's actually get rid of this. Come on, go around.
Come on.
Well, I guess you're just gonna stay here then. Time is it? It's basically gonna be 11 or 5 o'clock exactly. Plus I have to wait until he gets out there.
Howdy.
Oops. Okay. We are saving in this slot. Pretty. Aw, man, you're not gonna let me go up there? Darn. I was hoping I could break it.
Howdy, Paul.
You're tensing up.
I'm not.
You are. Your back's tense and it's making the rifle jump. You're holding it wrong. Here, let me show you.
I don't need you to show me, Paul.
I guess not.
No, show me and you'll just run off again or something. It's better I teach myself.
I ain't going nowhere.
Whatever you say, Paul.
Don't be like that.
Sorry.
Wolves been after the herd. Gotta get out there and scare them off. You wanna come with me? Safer with two.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Stay on Rufus now. Let's go. Come on.
I can shoot. You know that. Why you gotta treat me like a kid?
That's what fathers do. I'm just trying to look out for you.
You can't just decide to be a father when it suits you. What about the rest of the time?
Come on, Jack.
Whoa!
That ain't exactly fair.
Come on! We can't stop now! One minute you're telling me to be a man, the next you tell me I'm just a boy!
It's gonna take a while for things to get back to normal.
Normal? Was it ever normal?
I don't know, but it'll get better, son. I promise. Whoa, whoa.
I'm sorry, Paul.
You don't need to be.
I don't mean to be moody. I'm glad you're home. I really am. It's just, every time you go off, well, I worry you're not coming back.
I swear, if it was down to me, I'd never have gone anywhere.
They can't make you, can they?
It's complicated, but seems they can.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't understand.
Just some things you start have to be finished. Come on, he's picked up a scent.
Apparently there are beavers out here in the middle of nowhere.
Stay close, Jack.
What was your father like?
I didn't really know him. He died when I was just a boy.
Why are you just laying there?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, it just sounds like a good story, that's all.
It really ain't. He died in a bar fight. At least, that's what they told me. Go.
Paul, is Uncle really your uncle?
No. At least I sincerely hope not. He's probably lots of people's father, though.
Well, why do you call him uncle then?
Folks always did. Probably because he's always been older than everybody else.
Go get him, boy!
Look, son. He sniffed him out.
Easy.
Fortunately, I don't see him really. There they are.
Here.
There you go. This is what you get for stealing our cattle. Come on!
Good work, son. Go on now, Rufus. Find the rest of them.
Don't give up now. Let's keep moving.
Looks like,
Come on.
unfortunately, they really don't have time to. It looks like they might have let me get off my horse and
That ain't all the pack. There's got to be more
skin
around
him,
here.
but eh.
This is much more fun than hunting elk.
It's always more fun killing something you don't like.
Whoa! Get in! Find us a wolf, boy! Get after him, boy!
Where are they, Rufus? Go get him, boy.
At this rate, I think all I'm gonna do tonight is beat the game 100% and then call it quits for the night. That's probably another hour off, but that's the I think that'll be the plan.
Coming at us!
He's over there!
Come on!
How many are there? Come on! Hey, watch it!
It looks like all of them. Nice work, Jack.
Pa, what are you doing?
All right, we should head back now. We got out first.
Where are you?
Slow up.
How many did we kill? They won't be after our cattle for a while.
That was some good shooting, son.
So can I go out hunting by myself now?
Hold on there, cowboy. You ain't ready for that yet. One step at a time.
Aw, please, Pa.
We'll go out again soon. Catch something nice for your ma to cook.
I reckon I could kill a bear, no problem.
I ain't gonna tell you again, Jack. You don't leave the farm without checking with me first, you hear?
Yes, sir, I hear you.
I don't know if they'll let me stop at Manzanita.
Pa, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Were you a murderer?
What?
That place where they held us. Ma shouted at a guard one time, and he yelled that you were a murderer.
Maybe. But I live my life believing there's a difference between killing and murdering.
Not for the person who's dead.
No. And I guess I've been both. That's how it goes. We all do what we have to survive. And sometimes it ain't pretty. And in the end, we pay the price for what we did.
Like those rustlers who attacked our cattle.
Exactly. Look, when I was a kid, things were different. Rules were different, but that's over now.
You know, we could be outlaws, you and me.
All we did was kill a few wolves.
Well, I read a book about a father and son who got banks. What arm with him? That was his name.
I'm happy with my 2 arms, if you don't mind.
Just imagine it, though. John and Jack Marston, most wanted men in the West.
And what about your mom?
Well, I mean, we still come home.
We live in a dream world. It ain't like they tell it in books. And it ain't no way to live life. It was ugly and brutal.
All right, jeez. I was only joking around.
You'll have a farm of your own. You can read and write. Don't waste your life, son. Don't live like I had to.
You can shut up now, dog. I think there's only 2 missions left.
You're turned into a decent hunter, son. But try to stay out of trouble.
Howdy.
How are you?
$12 p.m. What time is it? Oh man, I gotta wait 2 hours. Is it noon yet? Not even close.
Howdy, John.
While we're waiting. Damn, 5 more minutes to go. Although I guess it would be like 20 seconds. Here we go.
John! John!
What is it, old man?
It's Jack. The kid. The kid. Well, I just saw him out in the valley. Seems your tales of hunting got the better of him. He said he was going up to the pass, track down that grizzly that's been seen up there.
Kid can't hunt a grizzly. Thing will eat him alive.
I know. I tried to stop him.
But you're worthless as a lawyer at a lynching. Damn you, old man. This is my son. Anything happens to him, you'll wish it was you that bear attacked. Go. Go on. Find Jack, boy. Slow down. Come on. Find Jack, Rufus. Yeah. Hey. Where's Jack? Easy. What you got, boy? Can you smell something? Come on. Slow it up now. Find Jack, Rufus. Come on. Where's Jack? Where is he? Slow up.
My Doge is making noises. That's why I'm looking over there.
Let's go. You can find him, boy. Come on. Come on, Rufus. Find Jack. Whoa. Jack! Can you hear me, Jack? Jack! Where are you? Jack, stay down! Don't move! Keep your head down!
Oh man, you're not gonna let me get that?
What the hell were you thinking going off on your own? You're just a boy.
No, I'm not. I can skin an elk, rake horses.
Come on, let's get you home. Now hold tight. Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
You're lucky to be alive, you stupid boy. What'd I tell you about going off by yourself?
I go off by myself plenty. You just don't know about it. You're never around.
So this is my fault? You disobeyed me.
I was trying to prove myself.
Prove what? By getting yourself killed?
You're always telling me I read too many books, that I'm not a real man.
I never said that.
I just thought if I could do something you'd like, maybe you wouldn't go away again.
Son, I ain't going anywhere. And believe me, neither are you for a real long time. What's your mother gonna say?
I'm sorry, Paul. Please don't be angry.
I ain't angry. I'm disappointed. Don't you ever run off on your own like that again.
All right. I told you I was sorry.
What would have happened if I hadn't come along?
I don't know. I'd probably be dead.
You'd be a pile of bones right now.
What would you care? I'm just a nuisance to you anyway.
That ain't true, Jack. I'd do anything for you. You know that.
I guess there's only room for one hero in this family.
Trust me, son. I ain't no hero.
Ain't
Just
that the
glad you're
truth?
safe. Come on.
I didn't even see him there.
Going after a grizzly? What were you thinking? You've only been hunting twice.
I'm not a little kid anymore. What were you doing at my age?
Bad thing. Things nobody should do. But your ma and me, we didn't have what you have.
Yeah, I know. I should be grateful.
I'm not asking you to be grateful. I'm asking you to do what I say before you get yourself killed.
It's always one set of rules for you and another set for everybody else. You think I don't know what you did back in the old days? I'm not stupid.
You could have fooled me.
You think I didn't sit up and listen to Dutch and Bill telling all those stories? You think I don't know who you are?
It ain't no secret I didn't get these scars falling over in church.
But nobody tells me anything. You and Ma pretend like nothing happened.
We just want a better life for you, son. Now rest. We'll have you home soon.
Don't know why you're just running, but okay.
I'm sorry I made you worry, Paul.
Don't be too eager to grow up, son. Ain't as much fun as it looks. When you're ready to hunt bears, I'll take you.
Okay, this will be the final mission. Let me go get whammo. Let's get it started. Even though I only shot 3 bullets, doesn't hurt. And I'm actually going to do something that I've never done this entire playthrough, is I'm actually going to switch to the Mauser pistol, for no apparent reason.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Paul.
Need a hand with that?
No, sir, I got it.
Looks like you have. You know, you're real good with them tools.
Thank you, Paul.
You'll make this land real nice one day. Me and your mother will do our part. By the time your turn comes, hell, this could be the nicest farm in the county.
Maybe, Paul.
Just gotta learn to shoot straight or you'll get yourself eaten by some animal.
Very funny, Paul.
Thank you, son. Soon it'll be quail season. We should have some fun then.
Is there anything you don't like shooting, Paul?
Well, I ain't met the thing yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know. You can even put it in one of them books you read.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Today, John Marston stopped shooting.
Now, I ain't no literary man, but I don't think that'll sell. People like shooting in them things.
I think you may be right there, Paul.
So, you ever hear talk about them machines that can make a man fly?
Well, sure, Paul. Everybody knows about that. You know they're going to be bringing one of those machines around the country next year for a demonstration? One of them machines can turn men into angels.
One of them machines can turn men into angels.
John, come here. John, come here, quick. Take a look at that.
Jack, go into the house, lock all the doors. Whatever happens, don't come outside. You hear me? Whatever happens.
Okay.
Come here, son. Whatever happens, keep the doors locked and your mother inside. Promise me, son. Promise me.
Who is it, Paul?
It's just some old friends. Me and Uncle take care of it. Now you go inside and you keep the doors and the windows locked.
I hear you.
Then run!
Yeah, run, boy.
Well, old man, looks like things is about to get settled once and for all.
So it seems.
You best get that gun ready, old man.
Follow me.
Ouch.
Back the
Put your
hell
gun down,
off.
friend!
Jesus. Come on. Can't stay out here.
So, if you're not, for anyone who doesn't notice, I'm actually shooting the U.S. Army right now.
What are we gonna do now?
What's wrong? What's happened?
Stay inside, you hear? Like I said, there'll be more coming. I don't know, son. Whatever it is, it ends here.
You government. Come on now.
You think I'm joking? You're about to die, friend.
Uncle, are you all right?
Damn it. I'm hit. What on earth?
Stay away from
Ow.
I did what you wanted. I hope you got money for a funeral.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Keep your eyes open.
Oh, walk on this son of a bitch. Damn it. There we go.
That's a lot. Hang in there, Uncle. I'm gonna get you out of here safe.
Ain't time, John. I ain't gonna make it off this porch anyhow. You take Jack and Abby. Take them and... Don't worry about me. Just get him out of here.
No! Uncle, please! Oh my God! They killed him!
Come on, son. Ain't nothing we can do for him now. We're leaving the farm. I'll watch from the silo. You two go to the barn. Get the horses ready.
John!
I'll meet you there.
Rip Uncle.
We're gonna head for the barn.
Seventh set.
It's me you want, not them. We're gonna end this together. You said
Fucking shoot him.
I'm proud of you, Jack. Come on, let's head for the barn. All right, you're covered.
Shit.
Now go, go. Now, quick, run for it. Keep firing. Don't let them get too close. All right, you're covered. Now go, go. Now, quick, run for it. Don't waste time aiming. Just shoot. You'll hit something.
Don't know if that's the wisest tip. Just shoot in any general direction.
Hey, come on. Now listen. Jack, Gnarly, get on this horse. Get out of here. Go find a place to hide.
You're coming with us, Paul.
I'll catch up. You keep riding and don't look back. And don't be worrying about me, you hear? Now get going.
You stay out of trouble, John.
Ain't no trouble, Abigail. Ain't no trouble. I love you.
I love you.
Now go! Get!
Jack Marston's there. Interesting. There's two Jacks in that scene. Oh, there he is still. I think I've run into that glitch before. Where the in-game model doesn't disappear. Does my hat usually fly off in that cutscene? I feel like that might be actually a first. Fuck you, Edgar. You know, for someone who's been shot like a dozen times, he's holding on for quite a while. Godspeed, John Marston. Godspeed.
Did you hear that? Jack, we have to go back for Pa.
Let's go!
Dude, I remember when I saw this cutscene, or, you know, when the first time I ever played this game, when this happened, I must have replayed the mission like 4 or 5 times because I thought there was a way for John Marston to live. It's one of those endings that's like, whoa, no way that fucking happens. But it happens. There's a part of me that really hopes that they just don't repeat this ending with Arthur Morgan. Like, the theme will be different, I think, because this whole story was about someone trying to make the best of a second chance and failing, essentially. So I don't see them doing that, but just the idea of the main character dying off and you having to play somebody else, I don't want... Because it's been done before, and actually it's been done again by Rockstar, you know, with spoiler alerts for another game that I'll probably never play again anyway. LA Noire, they killed off the main character in LA Noire. Oh, and by the way, this is reason number 2 of why you should have a separate save after that point, because now you play as Jack. You're not my horse. First off, let's do this. Oh yeah, the other thing. Do you remember the stranger mission, I Know You? Where he kept saying, like, this is a very lovely spot. This is the spot right here. He was saying this gravesite is a beautiful spot, which is so good. It's such a good nod of things to come. But yeah, now Abigail's dead too. What's the year difference? Do I have binoculars? If I do, I don't know how to... Oh, that's right. It's actually in the kit here, for whatever reason. Can I move? No. Because this is an older game, it's hard to tell with the resolution, but I think that says 1911. So 3 years later. So that makes me 19? 18, somewhere around there, or Jack Marston. How old was she? She wasn't old. 1877. When were you born? 73. So John Marston was actually 4 years older. Let's see, 73. Well, if it was 1913, it would be 40 years. So he was 38 then. 38, 37. I think 38. I suck at math. Did you die at 38? No, you actually died at 30. Interesting. You actually died at 37. So you didn't live as long as John did. And Uncle... Where's Uncle's He died 1911. Don't know his birth year. Impossible to forget. Here's the other interesting thing. That's more clear. Like in terms of texture resolution, I can read that much easier than I can read John's grave. Loving husband and father, blessed are the... Ugh. I don't even know what that last word is. Okay. So I just see a couple of outfits unlocked for me to potentially grab. Now I should be able to get this, which is just purchasing one piece of scrap. Complete all US gang hideouts in a single 24-hour period. That is not difficult. So I think that's all I need to do then, is buy a piece of scrap and do one more stranger mission. That's the other thing. It's like there is even though all the main story missions are over, there is one more thing you need to do. But it's not showing up as a story mission. You actually have to find it. Ha! Interesting. I wonder if I assume when I leave that'll despawn. But one of the people that I shot. Or I should say John shot. Oh, come on, you're not gonna jump over that? Fine. So I actually have a different bed than John. Where's the thing? Does it? Huh, interesting. You don't have an ammo box. Oh, you know what? I think for whatever reason, even though I save in a different bed, this is still the ammo box, which is unfortunate. That means I have to... Hello, Will. Thanks for joining me. You have just joined at the end of the game. I still got a couple of things to do to get the 100%, but I actually just finished the main missions, and I am now playing as Jack Marston. I can even show you. Okay, fine then. Don't cooperate. Here we go. We'll get up real close and personal as dude's ugly mug. Man, even this is fighting me. There we go. Jack Marston. Excuse me. We need to go to the tailor.
Come on!
I hope I have everything. 98.5%. I would think those are the only three things that I need to do.
Get here! Come on, fast! Hey, you! A whole mess of prisoners just broke loose. Fast! Someone's gotta round those varmints up or gun them down.
Sorry, partner.
Yeah!
Where'd you go?
Got you! I can't thank you enough, son.
Whoa, now.
You just did a damn fine thing.
Nothing else to do with my time, mister.
Howdy.
Come on! Come on!
And I do see that stranger mission there. I'm just gonna go the tailor first. So there is a little bit of a fun fact for you. All the stranger missions you can do as Jack Marston. It's actually really interesting.
Oh, I'd be honored to show you what's in stock. That all seems to be in order.
Oh, Terry scrap, and then we'll sell
Very much like to see what you have on sale, sir.
all this shit. It's interesting they would go through all that work, Rockstar.
Apparently, they built a flying machine. Hello there.
Oh, that's right, you actually have to activate the scrap.
Hello. Welcome to the store.
Let me look at my consumables real quick. So I need snake oil and moonshine.
How are you, sir? We got all kinds of arms for all kinds of hands, if you know what I mean.
Doesn't look like you have anything. Oh, that's right, I need to do the explosive ammo as well. Although that's not that difficult. It's not difficult at all, actually.
Much obliged.
I think I just need to kill one enemy with the thingy, right? Got the US Army. Kill an enemy with the explosive rifle while wearing that. And I'm gonna be doing all that gang hideouts again, so yeah. Okay, what do I have for explosive rifle? I need to get 6.
Hello there. Don't be shy. Feel free to look around. That's fine. That'll do. I can't buy the whole store. I'm always here. Behave yourself this evening.
We need to stop at the doctor's office and the general store.
I see a customer about to be satisfied. Mister, this is a God-fearing store for God-fearing people.
Okay, so you only had moonshine, so I should need one more moonshine and 5 snake oil.
Hey there. Hi there. All the best, sir.
All lots of remedies for man or beast.
Oops, I accidentally bought 2. Oh well.
Right. That's a lot.
I might look for a sheriff's post. Remember, I have no.
Howdy. Good evening.
Hello, young man.
Hello, sir. You work with the government? You one of them agents?
Sure, son. Why you ask?
Did you work with a man named Edgar Ross? I have something for him.
Edgar Ross. No, but well knew of him. A fine man if he wanted results. Won himself a chest full of medals. I think he went and retired about a year ago. Last I heard, him and his wife moved out to a cabin on Lake Don Julio. Lucky guy, getting to take it easy. He's fighting crime in this dump, that's for sure.
Well, thank you for the information, mister.
Howdy.
Oh, I should see about getting myself a newspaper. Now, usually I don't read the newspaper, I've just been collecting it for the sake of collecting it. But, I'm actually gonna read this newspaper because you get to find out about what happened to all the other characters you've met. What do you mean there's no new edition? I feel like that's a lie. What's your issue?
Thief just took my horse.
Well, you're gonna say goodbye to that horse. I can't be bothered. I think this might be the one at the beginning of the game. Yeah. Interesting. I suppose the game glitched and is, like, not gonna give me the final one. That's unfortunate because... Yeah, that's really unfortunate because you find out all the shit that happens to the other players. Or not other players, other characters that you come across in your travels.
Come on, fast!
I'm actually gonna look again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't the final. I'm pretty sure this is not the final edition of the newspaper you can get. What I might end up doing is saving in like Armadillo and reloading, just see if that kind of kicks the game in the ass to give me the new edition. Or maybe I actually have to deal with Edgar Ross first. I actually don't know. But I'll try the reloading thing first.
Come on!
I need... yeah, 5 snake oil.
Yeah! Easy, boy.
Okay, while I'm here, I'm actually gonna change into the army outfit. And hope I come across another ambient challenge. Or not challenge, but ambient mission. I don't know what to call those. I think ambient mission is correct. US Army. What I might do is I might just continue to ride around until, oh yeah, that's where it wants me to go. I do want to save an armadillo, though, regardless, because if I fuck up, the 24-hour period, I'll just reload the manual save. I wonder how Bonnie took the news of John Marston. She was probably real tore up about it.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, you know what? Yeah, unfortunately, shooting an explosive rifle in town is not a good idea. I was thinking about doing the Night Watch mission, but I might accidentally shoot some innocent person with the explosive rifle.
Let's go! Come on!
I could go to Lake Don Julio first. I think I might do that. Well, I would like to... This is really petty, but I would like the cutscene to have me in a better... me in my original outfit.
Work you damn nag! Faster!
Whoa, follow. Prefix Gaming. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it, man. Ooh.
Slow down.
Ah, you're just a hunter.
Whoa now. Come on, faster! Yeah! Come on! Come on!
Surely another mission's gonna crop up.
Get here!
Maybe I'll just do the gang hideouts.
Hello? Faster! Whoa, boy, easy. Can't you fellas do anything right?
Saved us doing our job, and we thank you for it.
I'm all about upholding the law, sir. Yeah!
There you go. You saw the thing. I'll actually go back to it. Congratulations, you're now Explosive Rifle Master. Explosive ammo is now at half price at all gunsmiths. I was incorrect. I thought it was available. I thought the ammo chest in your safe house replenished explosive ammo, but I was wrong. It's just cheaper now. Which is still fine. Explosive ammo was really expensive. Alright, so we'll go back to Armadillo, and I'm gonna change my outfit and save there. And then I'll run through all the hideouts.
Let's go! Let's go!
And not even all the hideouts, just the hideouts in the US territory, which is 5 of them. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna go to, because I'll be all the way at Fort Mercer when I'm done. I'm thinking about I think it would be better if I actually do this first. Go around, or turn around. Let's go. Oh no, wait, that's right. I want to be in a different outfit. Sorry about that. I could take a detour or a little extra time to make the trek. So yeah, we'll do all the gang hideouts first, and then we'll talk to, or go to that point on the map. Need to readjust myself. You know what? You know what lesson I'm learning the hard way, guys? Don't wear a black polo shirt when streaming, because I am freaking hot right now. Between the fact that I'm wearing a shirt that is kind of thick, the 3 lights that I have on me, and the and no fan going, I'm sweating up a storm. Actually, not really. I've sweated more, but still, it sucks, dude. Oh, would you just let me hitch? Oh yeah, since I'm here, let's actually... What do I need? Just snake oil, right? Whoops.
All the best, sir.
You won't find anything Jewish made in this establishment, sir.
Appreciate it.
Whoa!
You know, Johns is elected governor. He's going to open the rail lines to midday.
You never find anything Jewish here. Wow, dude.
Hello there.
You surely won't
Much
regret a
obliged.
purchase. Hey!
Oh, what does the army outfit actually do? I never read that. Look like an enlisted well. I don't think it does anything. Maybe it does something with the bounty / wanted system, but if it does, it doesn't tell you anything. Unfortunately, no snake oil here. Oh yeah, that's alright. I'm gonna reload. Fuck, I don't know if I can get to you in time.
Stop that! Get away from her!
He was awful rough to me. Why can't all men be like you?
Don't mention it. Stay away from men like that in the future.
Sorry. Okay, we need the Legend of the West. Oh man, it's raining.
I'm gonna get me a ride in one of them auto.
Hello?
It's actually in the middle of the night too. Man, why does it have to be raining? I guess it isn't raining yet, but still, it's going to. Oh, there it is. Screw it. Well, this looks... No, I think it's too early in the morning for... Yeah, just do it. Maybe I'll save the saving and reloading for the end. Okay, so should be 5 of them. There's Pike's Basin, Twin Rocks, Gaptooth, Tumbleweed, and Fort Mercer. So I think we'll start at Pike's Basin and just work our way out. And work our way west, I mean. Why, oh why did it have to be raining? Because it should be like, yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I feel like this is a rain that's gonna last like all day too. Which sucks. Oops. Hit the sign.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's get going! You need an extra gun? Coward.
I sure could use some help, partner. Name's Errol Hewitt. The damn Ballard gang's stolen my family's herd. I gotta get them back. They're all I got. I never.
Oh, come on. Why aren't you fucking locking on to anybody?
You've gone and got yourself killed, friend!
Raccoon!
John Marston's boy!
Or unfortunately, it's doing that glitch where the dots on the map don't disappear right away.
Too close! It's you or me, friend!
So apparently I do have to wait for that prick. God damn it. Okay. I guess it's a good thing I saved. Son of a bitch. So I wonder if the 24-hour timer starts is right when I beat it or right when I start it. Okay, let's try this again. Pike's Basin. One thing I'm gonna look at real quick. I might try to do the... Oh wait, it stays, doesn't it? I already have a gold. Even though it says my... Even though it says like, oh no, it says my completion time and stuff from when I did do them legitimately. It's called into the my best column. But see, the tumbleweed challenge, in my last, I have 0 out of 3 marks. So apparently you can't go too far ahead of the rancher. You have to wait for his sorry ass to get going.
Come on! Get in!
Really sucks is I got to the cattle before it petered out.
Stop stealing down here in the park!
Don't worry, I'll help you out. I sure could use some help, partner. Name's Errol Hewitt. The damn Bollard gang's stolen my family's herd. I gotta get them back. They're all I got. Watch this fire. That damn Bollard gang been causing us no end of problems around here.
Not bad for a youngster.
Ooh.
I grew up with gunslingers, partner.
That was a little bit close. It is gonna be kind of cool doing, even though you guys can barely see anything, it is gonna be kind of cool doing these gang hideouts in the rain.
I'm sending you straight to hell.
Yeah, this time I better make sure I don't go too far ahead, otherwise I'll like despawn or some bullshit.
Main bases. That's where they got my cattle.
Crashed high. I can do that in my sleep.
Never. You clear the way, I'll follow you out with the herd.
Okay, so now I don't think I have to worry about him.
Don't fall behind. Come on, you cowards. One of us is leaving here horizontal.
I'll actually stop sprinting in case he does like despawn or something. Have I mentioned how much I love the bolt action rifle? That's a wolf.
Time to bed you down, partner.
Interesting. Because I think there's actually an enemy left. Oh, never mind. Alright, how do we get out of here? This actually goes to Hennigan instead. I don't want that. I want this. Twin Rocks. Up. Need to hurry. Actually, if I remember right, it's actually not that brutal of a time limit. I should actually look. What time is it? 6:30-ish. And I think I started that gang hideout at like 5. You know what would be cool in Red Dead Redemption 2? At the end of the game, Arthur Morgan, like, he survives, right? But he leaves the gang under sour terms or whatever. Years later, Arthur Morgan actually catches up with Jack Marston. That would be cool. For no other reason than to be like, oh, shit. Wow, dude, that was just boom. I might have beaten my speed record. That was just like instant. Complete it in 1 minute. Please stop. I really don't have time for this.
Let's go.
Okay. Next place would be Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed, Gaptooth. I actually just... Pikes is done. Twin is done. Tumbleweed, Gaptooth, and then Fort Mercer.
Let's go.
Probably don't want the explosive rifle. Let's do that.
Oh, easy.
I just know the game's gonna freeze on me.
Let's go!
Unfortunately, I don't know if the game is smart enough to know that, because it does autosave after every gang hideout. I don't know if the game is smart enough to know in case of a crash if it's like, okay, you had only so many hours left before you needed to do the rest of the US gang hideouts. I just don't know. Now, Tumbleweed is one of the tougher ones if you're not careful. Which, to be fair, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not careful. Oh. Come on, show your face. Damn it.
Might have been a mistake. Not bad for a youngster.
Thank you.
I'm John Marston's boy.
Oh, he's actually in the basement. Okay, Gaptooth Breach. We actually want to go all the way around over here. What time are we at here? So it's not even 9 in the morning, and I've only got 2 left. So yeah, it's not that difficult of a time limit. I guess that's not a steep cliff. I'll be fine.
Shit! I'm sending you straight to hell! You like breathing heckfire? I can do that in my sleep. You made a big mistake. Down they go! You chose the wrong belt!
Oh shit.
Mama Marston. Oh, give me them goodies.
There we go. Just just one more hideout to do, and I've got like 16 hours to do it or something. Actually, you know what? Let's do the math. Let's see here. I want to say I started it around 5 in the morning, and that's starting. I don't know if the ending time is on Pike's Basin is what mattered, but we'll do 5 in the morning. That's six plus 12 is 18. So about 18 hours. Okay, Fort Mercer. Nope.
Come on! Come on! Yeah!
What time is it in real life? 7:30. Okay. Little insight to people on YouTube of when I stream. Actually, I usually stream earlier than when I started. Like, I'm talking midnight on the East Coast. But I went to bed early. I was really tired and just slept.
My name is Leon. Can you help me get into the fort? A gang is using it as a hideout, and there's a lot of stolen money. We should be able to get in over that wall. You look stronger than me. Climb over, and then find a way to let me in.
I say, you're not letting me climb up. Jump over.
Adios, amigos! Down they go! Which cab drone wants it next?
haces? ¡Vamos, aquí! Esto termina con un asesinato. ¡Idiota! ¡Adiós, pendejo! ¡Inútil! ¿Por qué no me corres, baboso? ¿Quieres morir?
What does the name Marston mean to you?
¡Por aquí! ¡Por aquí! ¡No burles! ¡Cabrón!
Watch it!
¡Oye, pendejo!
Por aquí! You don't learn that in school.
¡Oye, estúpido! ¿Quieres hablar con el diablo? ¡Síganme! ¡Carajo! ¡Adiós, pendejo! Mira, hombre, que tenemos policía.
Shot his head off.
Jesús, María y José.
Thank you. Now come on. This gang will not give up without a fight.
What gang? They're all dead.
Anda. It looks like these chests are all that is left. You can have whatever is in there. I will look around for what I need.
So that should have been it. It's 100%. Yep, there it is. That's the one I just unlocked. Justice Martian, we treat it as part of the law in the United States. I unfortunately don't know what that really means, but I think that means I can basically do whatever I want and my bounty won't increase. I'm probably wrong about that. No, that's probably the Bureau. I don't know what the Marshal one does. I'll have to look at that later. I'm curious. Okay, let's actually take a look here. That's not what I wanted. 99.5%. So I'm assuming if I do this last thing, it'll tick over to 100. I'm absolutely gonna save before I do that though. Actually, do I go buy any? No. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Come on, slow down. Yeah! Whoa, 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 whoa.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save right before I finish off this stranger mission. And if saving puts me at nighttime, I think I'm actually gonna save again until it's daytime. After that's done, I'm gonna ride all the way back to Armadillo, save there, and see if I get a newspaper.
Well done. My wagon's done been took. Can you stop him?
Interesting. I mean... Do I really have to get on the stolen wagon? You can't just... You're right there, dude.
Just a quick look.
I didn't actually want to loot him, but whatever.
I got your wagon back, mister. Thank you kindly. This wagon's my life. You're welcome, sir. Where's your damn nag?
Remember this cabin?
How do you do, young man?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello, young man.
Hi.
What are you doing out here? Are you out visiting the lake with your family?
No, ma'am. I was looking to deliver a letter to Edgar Ross.
Oh, that husband of mine. That bureau just won't get its talons out of him, even though he's retired. Edgar gave them some of the best years of his life. They ought to let him retire in peace. They'll not rest till they've killed him with worry, and he's such a sensitive man. I'm sorry, I shouldn't get so angry. I don't suppose any of this is your fault. There's no need to worry about him nowadays.
Well, where is he?
He and his brother Philip went hunting on the south side of the San Luis River. Be careful crossing over. They were saying it was dangerous.
I sure will, ma'am. And don't worry about a thing. I'm sure your husband will be just fine.
You should be able to catch him if you keep out.
Let's go! Let's go! Faster! Whoa, boy, easy.
What brings you out this way?
Hey there, mister. How's the hunting?
Well, pretty good, son. Got me a few rabbits, coyote, elk. Still looking for some trophies for the parlor.
I've got a letter here for Edgar Ross. You know him? I heard he was down in these parts with his wife.
Of course I know him. He's my brother. Gone down river, duck hunt. Must be a pretty important letter to have come all this way.
Oh, yes, sir. Real important. I'll be on my way home as soon as I deliver this message.
You best be off then. Just don't get on his bad side. He's got a filthy temper.
Alright, so I'm actually going... I'm not gonna go to Chuparosa. Because I'm weird. I'm actually gonna be preserving this final save. Or the save right before Edgar Ross. I'm actually gonna use the campsite. I'll get as close to him as possible and then use the campsite.
Easy now.
Oh, god damn it.
And Paul said I wasn't a hunter.
You guys gonna leave me alone? Okay. Because I don't want to ruin anything, we're gonna do it here. Improved campsite. Which one should I save? Or should I do this one or the new save? I think we'll do this one. So when I save after I kill Edgar... Okay, bye. When I save after I kill Edgar, I'm actually gonna save in the empty spot as well. Damn, it's still not daytime. I want it to be sunny out. There we go.
Come on, fast! Slow down.
Look who it is.
Excuse me. You Edgar Ross?
Do I know you?
Forgive me for startling you, sir. I have a message for you. My name is Jack Marston. You knew my father.
I see. I remember your father.
I've come for you, Ross.
And you, boy, have sure as shit found me.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
You killed him. I saw you.
You keep saying that.
You sent him to do your dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too, you little piece of trash. Now get out of here before I kill you as well.
I I ain't going nowhere, old man.
I might die a couple of times. Not, I mean, he's actually a very difficult. He's actually kind of a difficult duel, but also, I'm gonna be kind of screwing around here. Never mind. I actually killed him. He's become the thing that John Marston didn't want him to become. Now there isn't anything at the end of the credits. Should I skip past this? I also think there's usually music playing here, but for whatever reason there's not. Oh, there it's coming. Holy shit, there was only 6 animators? Oh, there we go, there's other animators. Lead terrain artist. Good lord, look at all those names. That's the bulk of any development team, is just environmental art. Prop artist, character artist. From what I understand, character artists, like, getting into that position is very difficult. That's like you need to be in the industry for like 20 years before you get that, unless you're really talented. If you get into the industry with art, more than likely you're going to be put on environmental art. That's like the entry level. It's like environmental, prop, and then character. And lighting artist is kind of like its own little section. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I might switch my microphone. Like right now I have a pop filter. I'm thinking about changing to just having a foam cover on it. Simply because of this right here. It's a bit distracting, this. Or I could buy one of those pop filters that like are basically, you attach it to the microphone and it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but basically you wouldn't have this. It's more or less you connects right to the microphone. It's like the shape of a little arc like this. I don't know, I'll think about it. But the foam option would be way easy, would be way cheaper. And the foam cover may even help a little bit with the reverberation of the room that occasionally pops in. I think it might be, I might actually look at the recording later, but I think it might sound fine right now because I'm talking directly into the microphone, but like when I'm way back here like this, then you start getting echoes. It's when I sit up that only it's okay. To be fair, I could be wasting my time with this. Maybe I didn't get 100%. I would think so, though. Because I only had 0.5% to go to get 100%. And I assume killing Edgar Ross is worth 0.5%. If not, dear fucking lord, I don't even know where I would have missed something. Just a friendly reminder, tomorrow when I stream, I will be jumping into Undead Nightmare. And I'll probably stream for a little bit longer, probably around the 4-hour mark, because I want to make sure that I have all of the, well, I want to make sure that Undead Nightmare is 100% complete before September 7th, which will be Spider-Man. And after Undead Nightmare, I don't know what I'll do. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll end up playing a game that's like I could always go back to. I might, you know what? I might bring up Stardew. I might jump back into Stardew Valley, which I can't remember the last time I played. It's been a few months. That's something else I need to look at, just to see how long it's been since I played Stardew. Because there's actually a ton of other games that I've played but never finished on stream. Well, maybe not a ton, but Assassin's Creed Origins is one. Shadow of War is one. Or, yeah, Lord of the Rings, Shadow of War. Is it Shadow of War? I think it is. I'm gonna actually look real quick. Hopefully I don't accidentally shut off the stream. That'd be a travesty. Whoops, I accidentally opened that twice. And Stardew Valley I did beat, but you know, Stardew Valley is one of those games it never ends and you could just always go back to it, because even though I did complete the main story mission, whatever you want to call it, I never got all the achievements in it. So there's something there's a goal to accomplish, but you know, you don't have to worry about story. Let's see here. Shadow of War, Assassin's Creed Origins. Oh, I forgot I played Metal Gear Solid at one point. I think those are the only two that I haven't completed on stream. In terms of like linear story. Because I did play Minecraft at one point. I'm definitely nowhere near to getting all the achievements in that game, and I played Stardew, and I also played I could look to see if Hitman has an elusive target. I kind of stopped doing that because I got all the elusive targets that I needed / wanted. That's something I should do. Oh, GTA Online. That's another one that I did a couple of episodes in, or episode streams, for no other reason than the fact that they were giving out special missions that tied into Red Dead Redemption 2, the Stone Tomahawk and the revolver, the gold revolver. I was like, absolutely, I'm gonna get those. If it's Red Dead Redemption 2 related, I will grit my teeth and bear it, because I am not a fan of GTA Online. I know some people are. I know they have a hell of a time and fun time playing it. I'm not one of those. It's one of those things, like, I'd probably enjoy it more if I had an indisposable amount of income and was able to buy like $1,000 worth of microtransactions just to catch up with everybody. But at this point in time, or at this, like, how old is GTA Online? Like 10 years or whatever. There's no catching up. The only reason why I was willing to do the GTA Online stuff was because I was able to do it in a private lobby. Man, when the game goes silent like this, I'm like super paranoid because I feel like my audio just cut out. Same thing with me not talking. That was like the bright side to having shitty audio settings. Not that my microphone's perfect now, but with the audio, or with the microphone always being on without it cutting out when you're not talking, you always see it like just humming, or see the levels always humming, and it's like, oh, at least my microphone works. Jose Gonzalez, huh? He's the one that wrote Far Away and that other song. I forget what it's called. Okay. I did read something regarding... Oh, yep, Bureau... I'll actually do it. Let's turn you over. You're not gonna be turned over, are you? Well, I'm actually gonna loot your body. $400. I did read something that turns out not to be true. So if you remember that cutscene where these two were talking, Edgar Ross actually had a semi-auto shotgun with him. And I read somewhere that you can actually get the semi-auto there for free, but it doesn't look like it's there. I would think it'd be on the floor or on the ground, but maybe because I already have the semi-auto shotgun that it didn't render. I don't know, but that's what I read. It's either lying or it actually didn't drop because I already have the semi-auto. Those were the two options. So yeah, we're gonna go all the way back to Armadillo. Go all the way back to Armadillo. We're gonna save in a separate slot.
Let's slow down.
Wonder if he's still here. I think he's gone.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm actually curious on something real quick. No, that's not it. Is it stats? Yeah, missions. Huh. I only have 1 gold medal, which is to be expected when you watch all the cutscenes. Because for whatever reason, the timer doesn't stop with cutscenes. That's kind of dumb. Oh, but another thing about those missions, I ain't ready. I need to stop. I might have explained this before, but so you see, there's three categories: fastest time, shot accuracy, and number of headshots. You can actually, you don't have to get that all in one run. You can do like, go for fastest time, replay the level, go for shot accuracy, replay the level, go for headshots, replay the, and then you're done. Because there's an achievement to get like 20 of those, 20 of these missions to be gold medal. Because what it does is it records the best that you do. So if I replayed that level, or replayed that mission rather, there's a chance that I would only get 5 headshots during the replay, but because I got 24 the last time, it would just stay at 24.
Whoa.
Which is actually they brought that system over to the Grand Theft Auto games. Actually, you know what? That system might have started with GTA 4. I actually don't remember what came out first. I think GTA 4 came out first. Oh no, GTA 4 didn't have it, but the DLC did. The Ballad of Gay Tony. They had that, or that DLC had that, where it was like you had these optional objectives where you could do them one at a time, and it would save the progress. That being said, I never played any of the handheld Grand Theft Auto games. I don't know if those were in those games, those optional objectives. Oh yeah. Just to be sure. Yep, there we go. 100%. So I'm actually coming up on 1 day and 9 hours. So that's 33 hours. Which is what I was expecting. Somewhere around the 30-hour range. This was by no means like a speed run, obviously. I was screwing around a couple of times. I ended up replaying a couple of the gang hideouts like 5 times. Especially Twin Rocks, just because I wanted challenges done. Even the challenges that weren't, that were DLC and not needed for 100%. Ah, fuck it. Okay, let's see if he has something for me. Hey, so maybe you do have to just kill Edgar first. Okay, like I said, I'm actually going to read the newspaper this time because you find out what happens to other other characters you've met. Europe at war. So if you read all the previous newspapers, you find out that it sets up excuse me, it sets up like the fact that the World War I's coming in is about here. I think it's World War One. So I'm not gonna read Europe at war. I'm gonna read everything that's related to characters, story characters. I don't think that has to do with anybody, but treasure found does. A local man, Seth Briers, walked out of the mountains and tall trees and into Blackwater with a massive haul of gold and precious stones that he had apparently spent years of his life pursuing. Mr. Briers, who was once a known associate of Moses IV, denies any connection to famous New Austin grave robbings by which Mr. IV terrorized the dead in the region 3 years ago. So Seth actually finds the treasure. You know what? That train's annoying me. I apologize. We'll continue here in a second. Let's go all the way over here. Away from sounds. Okay. Let's try this again. Newspaper. Oh, dang it. Okay. Landon Ricketts dead. Gee, I wonder what happened to Landon Ricketts. Another piece... Oh, I should just leave the whole thing like this. Another piece of the Old West died... Can I do this instead? Okay, there we go. Another piece of the Old West died last week with news that legendary gunman Landon Ricketts passed away quietly in his sleep. Mr. Ricketts, famous for his involvement in the Blackwater Massacre of 1899. I wonder... There is like some... There's some like God, what's it called? I'm blanking on the name. Well, I guess I'm reading it, so who cares? I just noticed my webcam is in the way of the newspaper, but I'm reading it anyway. There is a theory that in Red Dead 2 we'll actually see the Blackwater Massacre unfold. Excuse me. Of 1899, and the deaths of the Butcher brothers in 1896. Returned to the U.S. 3 years ago. Oh, he stayed in the U.S. when he came back. Okay. 3 years ago, after living for many years in Mexico, he is rumored to have been writing an autobiography at the time of his death, but the book was never made available for publishing. Amongst the legendary shootists of the West, Mr. Ricketts was considered to be one of the fastest draws, although he was also dogged by rumors that one of his most famous victories, when he shot and killed Johnny West, was won by shooting his opponent in the back. Edgar Ross. Even though we know what happened to him, let's read this. See what the papers have to say about Mr. Edgar. Agent Edgar Ross retires after a lifetime of government service. Agent Edgar Ross, a government official who spent the past 7 years stationed in... What I could do is this. There we go. You can see it now, what I'm reading. Excuse me. Spent the past 7 years stationed in Blackwater with federal jurisdiction over all of West Elizabeth, has retired. Among many other achievements, Mr. Ross is credited with eradicating native unrest in the region and eliminating some of the West's most wanted and dangerous criminals, including Bill Williamson, Dutch Vanderlyn, Javier Escuela, and John Marston. Collectively known as Dutch Vanderlyn's gang, he was honored with medals of outstanding service to his country, distinguished career and exceptional valor in the field of duty, Mr. Ralston and his loving wife, Emily, have moved out to a cabin by Lake Don Julio in Cholla Springs, New Austin, to enjoy their twilight years together. I think this whole Governor Johns thing is kind of interesting to read too, but I mean, I never read any of the other ones, so. Here's an interesting one. Abraham Reyes. Can I do this? There we go. President Reyes denies he is a tyrant despite massacre. Following last month's bloody massacre in a small town south of Mexico City, in which thousands were shot by troops while peacefully protesting the government, President Reyes has spoken out to deny rumors that he is a tyrant who has I don't even know that word, who has reneged on promises to bring peace to Mexico. Mr. Reyes argued that although the path to democratic rule has been slower than he would have liked, progress was still being made. At the same time, he pointed out that the ornate new presidential palace was proof that Mexicans could work effectively to get things done together. Plans for a concert hall and other civic buildings remain in place. Mr. Reyes also denied reports of widespread starvation in the country and said he believed Mexico was on the point of entering a new golden age. Don't know the history of Mexico, and if that's a lie or not. There's Governor Johns. I might read the cocaine one, because shocking report claims cocaine bad for health. I'm gonna skim it because it might reference. It doesn't look like it references the. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Anthropologist turns savage. New Haven in shock. Yale professor Harold McDougall has been expelled from university following a drunken brawl with fellow academic Lionel Fortescue. Mr. McDougall, who spent 6 months in West Elizabeth in 1911 studying the social and cultural behaviors of the native population, published a damning thesis last year on the impossibility of taming the savage mind. A Connecticut newspaper reports that McDougall attacked Mr. Fortescue after an argument broke out over Polynesian cannibals at a garden party. After beating Mr. Fortescue with a croquet mallet, the agitated professor fled to the roof of Wolsey Hall, where he removed his clothes and threatened to jump if someone did not bring him a plate of beef Wellington and a bottle of 94 Claret. University officials stated that Mr. McDougall had become increasingly unhinged in recent months and was already on probation following allegations that he had attempted to pay a groundskeeper to remove the top of his skull so that he could photograph a living brain. Interesting. Read that in a second. All right. Marshal Johnson of Armadillo retires. Legendary Armadillo Marshal Lee Johnson has retired at the remarkable old age of 54. Mr. Johnson, who served as town marshal for 17 years, is credited with taking down some of New Austin's most notorious outlaws, including Walton's Gang, the Two Crows Boys, One Lung, Lester Riley, the Bullard Twins, and Wildcat Willie. Armadillo residents held a riotous leaving party in his honor at the town saloon, at which he arrested 3 men and reportedly was the last man standing at the end of the night. When asked about his plans for the future, he said he would be moving as far away from Armadillo as humanly possible. Whoa. There is a couple of things in miscellaneous. Jeb Blankenship married the love of his life, Lucy. That's the horse. Remember, Jeb Blankenship was one of the Stranger missions. In a small unconventional ceremony at Retzko, for no friends or family members were present. That's funny. There we go. Irish male of unknown name came to his death by the accidental discharge of a gun in a Thieves Landing outhouse. I think that's Irish. So Irish is dead. In a very not kosher way. I could have swore, I could have swore that one of the miscellaneous things was like children. Huh, I guess I thought the newspaper said something about West Dickens too, but I guess I was wrong. Okay. Well, there you have it. That's what happened to anyone that's important. So I'm gonna save, and we're gonna wrap up the stream.
Do you want to make a lady very happy?
You don't say. You take care, ma'am.
Let's actually get this. Because why not?
You know, if Johns is elected governor, he's going to open the rail lines to Allende.
Okay. One last save. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 100% of Red Dead Redemption. Let me switch over to my thing, if it'll let me. There we go. Well, that was certainly an adventure. I just realized I have $3,900 exactly. Interesting. So yeah, tomorrow, sometime after midnight, I'll try to stream closer to midnight this next time. Midnight on the East Coast, by the way. So if you're on the West Coast, it'll be more like 9 o'clock in the evening. Oh, dude, I have exactly 420 views on my channel. Fucking blaze it! That might have been loud. Yeah, but anyway, next time I stream, we're gonna be jumping into Undead Nightmare. It'll be longer streams because today's actually Labor Day weekend, so I actually don't have to go to school, go to college on Monday. Tomorrow, the next day, and the day after that will be like 4-hour streams. And then after that, I'll probably try to be more consistent with just doing 2-hour streams, even when we get into Spider-Man. The first day of Spider-Man may actually be a little bit longer because games like that are gonna be very tutorial heavy. So like the first couple of days I might do a bit longer streams, but for the most part I'm gonna try really hard to kind of go back into my 2-hour streams and stick with it. What else? I think that's about it. So thank you for watching. Thanks for watching this 100% playthrough of Red Dead Redemption. There's been ups, there's been downs, especially 2 streams ago. That was like pretty rough there towards the end. Assuming the two streams ago was the one that crashed on me. But thank you all so much for watching. If you want to hang out sometime, be sure to follow me on Twitch and on Twitter. Also subscribe to me on YouTube. Special shout out to Prefix Gaming for the follow. Really appreciate it. And thanks to Will the Mitch for saying hi. Anything else? I think that'll do it. So yeah. Take care. Have a good day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.